Alrighty, day 7, part 1, Ford Ranger, wheel arch repair, driver's side. Call this the spot putty sanding. I'm using a 150 grit. You might have noticed in the last video possibly it was all red. I got a little exuberant with the spot putty, and so I decided, well, it's not quite what I want. So I sanded it down, reapplied. So as I've been working with this Bondo Fill, on another note, the Bondo Fill here, start off, I use 40 grit, transition to 80 grit. The 80 grit gets out the 40 grit scratches, and then you can go up to either 150 and 500 to get out the finer scratches. For me, what I've realized is the Bondo Fill will kind of talk to you if you observe and pay attention to what you're doing. So if you got scratches going this way, you put scratches in going like that, go the opposite way and it cancels them out. And if you go in a circle, go either way, this way or that, and it gets out those scratches so everything appears smooth. And there is some little light scratches here. So anyway, that's just something I discovered. You guys might already have known that, but this is for me, the learning vehicle, and to me it's a learning channel, so I always try to pass on what I learn as I go to get out those fine scratches. So I'm just going to finish up with this right here, because I'm going to transition right into putting on some primer coat. I'm going to be using Rustoleum Automotive Primer, nothing fancy. That's all I have on hand right now to prime up this area. So I just want to do a little bit of sanding here, guys. See where I'm at. Try to get it nice and smooth. Primer generally will fill in, as long as you have some good sanding done. Primer will fill in a lot of the low areas, but it won't fill in. I mean, it'll fill in like real shallow areas, but if you got a low spot, you got a low spot, and you're gonna have to put in some spot putty glaze, which is what I used here, or go ahead and put in good old Bondo, okay, or just live with it. I am not going shallow at all. Like I said, this is literally, I just put enough for here as a touch-up to try to there's a little spot right there. Yeah, see if I can kind of hit that. I'm just no pressure at all on this sandpaper. I'll go this way here. As you can see, you might not be able to see it on the camera, but just it gets those little scratches out. Yep. The metal will talk to you. The work will talk to you. Just gotta pay attention. Don't rush to failure. It is an experience that I find very gratifying, because you can kind of teach yourself a lot of this. Granted, if you're willing to try, there is no real. I don't believe in failure. Yeah, you can fail. Yeah, no trophy for you today, son. But the point is, if you can learn from the mistake, then the failure is not permanent, as long as you keep progressing and learning from that, which has been most of my life. So, and then with many hours put into something, you can be the self-proclaimed expert. Alright, so I'm just about finishing up here. Yeah, there's one little divot right there. So let's see what I can do. Good thing to have too, I do have an air compressor, but I also have some compressed air. Pull off tab. Kind of cleans up the, gets the dust off, right? Alright, so what was I doing? Yeah, so no, I'm not even gonna do it. Resist the urge. The paint will cover it. Sometimes good enough is good enough. So I'm gonna go with this right now. Throw on several primer coats, base coat it, sand it, come back through, do a final sanding, then put on base coat, and then clear coat. So anyway, so now I'm going to switch to primer coat. How long has this video been going for? Alright, I'm going to come back. I'm going to stop this one right now. And this is the 1998 Ford Ranger 3.0 liter four-wheel drive, otherwise known as a learning vehicle, Ablecraft vehicle here. So I'm going to stop that, and that was just a quick demonstration, maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes long, on how to get out some scratches and the uses of spot putty. Alrighty, I'll see you on the next one.